Alrighty then, it's time for a Jungle Warwick game. Let's get this show on the road. Which one? I gotta say, probably saying jungle something is pretty redundant at this point. Because otherwise, it's what else would it be, right? Anyways, so immediately starts off with my pike getting killed, and now just remember that's gonna be a pretty familiar sight. Also, this skin is real cool. I'm not really a fan of some of the usual line skins because they just kind of come out with a bunch of shovelware with them. But the Warwick one is really good. I love it. Anyways, I start off by immediately invading Jarvan. He ain't here yet, so he's going to be level 3, and I thought I would take this real quickly, but then he just, pops in whatever, and even though he's level 3 and I'm just level 2, it's like he cannot stand up to a Warwick in a 1v1. Very few champions can do so. And he really wants to get this blue, but nah, it's mine, puppy gets it. So then get the blue, then get the scuttle, and then Vel'Koz is just like super pushed out, and he should kind of realize that it would be here. So easy peasy, fear him, slash him. I kind of messed up in the follow-up auto attack, but I just chase him down and, get myself my first kill. Bring him down, go off and, get the next scuttle. I have a huge advantage right now in the jungle. It's pretty massive. Getting both scuttles, getting one of the bigger jungle camps of the enemy team, and then look, here I just go all the way from my blue side towards top lane because I knew that Jarvan was likely going to come gank top, and there you go, I joined. I was also trying to aim for the Nasus. So easily kill the Nasus, Jarvan makes a heroic attempt at killing the Pantheon, and dies for it. He got really close though. He would have survived if he had just gone to his tower, but I figured he wanted to, not leave empty-handed, or else it would have been really catastrophic. So, needless to say, I'm the dominant force on the map right now. I'm going to get level 6 soon, and I'll be able to up my ganks even more. So yeah, kind of just a basic build with Warwick. I'm not trying anything new this game. The only maybe different item I do get is my last item, but I'm getting mostly a basic build with him. So now I hit level 6, but right now I have no chance of ganking anybody since my bottom laners push their opponents away, and mid lane is rather safe. Also, Pantheon is just bullying the Nasus left and right. However, though, he gets caught by the Jarvan, so I speed there as quickly as I can. I even pop my Ghost early just to make sure I can save the Pantheon, scare the Jarvan, slash at him. However, though, Vel'Koz does come in and collapse, and I do get CC'd here quite a bit. I don't die though. Thanks to my Q and my ultimate, I survive. And the Ahri showing up also gets her a Nasus kill and saves my booty. So that turned out to be really fortuitous for us. This is even more bigger advantage, or an even greater bigger advantage. And, fix my English there. I go towards bottom to see if I can do something, but to no avail. Just sort of walk away. And I'm just kind of hanging out here just in case something happens. But don't hate on me for what you will see soon enough. Anyways, in the bottom lane, I don't know if this is awarded because they're playing aggressive, but also a little safe here. So I'm just kind of hanging about waiting to see if something happens. Eventually, my pike goes in, and the Ezreal knew I was here, so it gave me the idea they were just toying with me with the wards. So I just scamper off. However, they kind of just, get a little too close, or they try to aggro me. They probably shouldn't be doing that. But to their benefit, I missed my ultimate, and it didn't really matter because Zillion would have had his ultimate on top of the Ezreal, so I wouldn't have been able to kill anybody. And then we just sort of scamper off. The Vel'Koz beaten by his very lonesome. We bite him a bit. We're super low health. Nothing comes of this until the Ahri shows up. Again, still though, we're super low health, and I was going to go back, but now that I see the Ahri here, I'm hoping she's able to get, at least one kill, and I can be a part of it. I do this trick where I Q a minion, get myself close, and am able to fear the Vel'Koz. Even though it looked pretty cool, it was pretty pointless, because honestly, the Ahri probably would have gotten that kill, and I just kind of kill stole it. Not exactly a good thing to do, especially since I need to get the Ahri big, because come mid to late game, I'm going to be pretty ineffective against their team. I'll be able to kill somebody, especially if I get really fed, but Nasus will spank me and make me sad. So I just can't really deal with him. Anyways, though, right now my bottom lane is getting assistance from Pantheon, and we're dominating, and I'm missing my ultimate again. However, it kind of had a cool looking effect there where I was able to feel fear in the midair, but it doesn't ultimately matter because we still kill them at bottom lane for 2 kills. Pretty good. I also get myself my red. I just control his jungle, get a scuttle yet again. Again, I'm really dominating over this Jarvan right now. And here's a fun fact. Jarvan Jarvan can't deal with Warwick early game, but come mid to late game, a good Jarvan can basically spank a Warwick. Anyways, go against the Vel'Koz. I know he's going to try to knock me up, so I just kind of, dodge it without really any effort, and then easily kill him. Burning my ultimate, though I probably shouldn't really have done that. Anyways, I'll reiterate on the whole Jarvan thing. Jarvan cannot kill Warwick later on in the game, but you can easily control him since he's very mobility based and Jarvan kind of just controls a lot of area. And especially with his ultimate. Anyways, get myself Herald. I try to see if I can do something here. I go, I just kind of scatter around. I like how I catch this Ezreal. I just kind of predict where he might be. It was not really that hard, and we easily pick him off and kill him, and then the rest of them just get CC down and destroyed, though the Zillion uses his ultimate, and then we just kind of wait for him to flash away, and he doesn't die. Then I steal the blue buff, I back away to take my red buff. Oh, I, scared the nest away a little bit, and then I get my red buff, and I get my, my rock brothers here. I forget their name, Craigies, right? Yeah. Anyways, my top laner again gets into a fight alongside the Pyke, and I just, once again, speed in there with the Ghost, jump in there, go on top of the Nasus, easily destroy him, and then we destroy the Jarvan too. Man, this Jarvan just ain't having a good game. Now, here's also a fun thing. A lot of people, well, even in this game prior to starting, some of my teammates were asking why am I taking Ghost as Warwick. One person did defend the decision, but Warwick can take both Ghost and Flash, and it does dictate a little bit of how you end up playing him, at least when it comes to ganking. Flash allows you to initiate and make some, surprise initiation and ganks. Ghost just allows you to go in there and slice people up and perhaps be more strategic with your approaches. You lose the element of surprise, but it allows you to put pressure just with, your face. So, I prefer Ghost a lot. Anyways, there you saw we destroyed the Ezreal. Instead of, focusing on him, I chased after the Zillion because I knew my teammates would get him. So this way, we make sure we get both of them. And then we go for pushing mid. Now, I know the score is 7-20, but you can see the length of this game. It is not a short video. So you can tell this game is going to take quite a while. And even though it looks like we're dominating, the fact that it takes quite a while, it means something's going to happen. Like I said much earlier into the game, I am dominating in the beginning, but we're not exactly cohesive because some of my teammates are sort of lone wolfish and just irregular. And as a result of that, Nasus was able to take 2 towers, including an inhibitor tower, and start putting pressure on us. And you know what that tends to mean. When there's an open space and you see someone who's super adamant about split pushing, it kind of can snowball from there. Here, this was a bad engage because I didn't pay attention to my teammates having backed away, and I went in anyways. So it was just basically me and the Pyke, and you could see how that went. So now it's 11-22, and this is a huge mistake by me to just throw my life away because I'm the strongest member of my team alongside the Pantheon, and dying that quickly, that early when the minions were just arriving, means the enemy team just was ready to push, and they were to take 2 towers with basically no effort. So that's really bad. That's why you don't go super aggro. You pay attention to the mini-map. So, yeah, now it's sort of setting up for the Baron. They're not doing it yet, but they're, preparing to, because they know that even though they're so behind, if they manage to get the Baron right now, Nasus can push with a few minions and just win out this game. So that's their hope. We catch ourselves a Vel'Koz, easily pick him off, although I don't agree with Pyke trying to use his ultimate there, and that sort of weakens our ability to team fight. Here, this is kind of a funny situation because I try to, sneak from behind, but Jarvan controls me. He knows that he can't deal with me, but if he controls me, the rest of his team would be able to succeed here. However, though, I beeline straight for the Zillion, kill him, and then I go for his teammates, who were basically kited to death. And this is kind of funny. I'm trying to go there, and I decide just to go around the Jarvan, and then he decides to try to control me a little bit more. But instead, I just turn my attention to him and easily dice him, then catch Nasus, dice him, go after Ezreal, who does a good job of kiting me, and in fact kills the Pyke. But unfortunately for him, we have other teammates behind him, so he just basically gets trapped and killed. So that was a pretty good turnaround there. Anyways, got ourselves a little red dragon, catch the Vel'Koz, who was trying to be all sneaky, and I kill him too. So yeah, good for, I'm making up for my lack of awareness earlier with extreme amounts of awareness. But yeah, so yeah, my build is essentially the cookie cutter standard build for Warwick. You know, Spirit Visage, Titanic Hydra. Though I also do get myself a Righteous Glory, so just so I can beeline and cause some kind of dispersal, because our initiation is absolutely terrible. And I haven't been able to trust this Pike with making any real plays, so I kind of have to be the one who does it. If I rush in there real quickly, I'm able to catch them off or, force them to split up and allow whoever got left behind to basically be killed for little effort. In that case, Vel'Koz. I love Righteous Glory on champions like Warwick. Like, I would buy it more often than someone like Dr. Mundo if, it wasn't kind of half-wasted. Anyways, go in and grab the Nasus. He gets Zillion ulted, so he don't die. Then, the Jarvan tries to be a hero, goes in, gets easily CC'd and down, but, nobody really followed him up. We catch the Magic Clock Man and kill him too. And then, that as Zillion dies, we just sort of kill off all the remnants, so, yeah. But still, though, this video ain't over, so yeah. Vel'Koz, again, the Vel'Koz probably should have stayed behind a little bit farther away because we have a lot of crowd control, and it's sort of, I've already established a pattern where I'm a super ravenous champion who's just going to try to kill whoever gets close to me. Same thing though, the Zillion kind of forgot that I would do that, or my teammates would do that, and we easily pick them up again. And the other teammates of his just kind of have an idea of, let's leave them alone. They seem to be extraordinarily violent, like Londoners, so I get my blue, the enemy blue. Well, it's my blue buff. Yeah, let's just be clear here. This entire jungle, including the enemy jungle, is my jungle this game. Anyway, so I take it, go home, and the next item I'm building is Wits, and which was honestly I wasn't too sure of whether it was a smart purchase or not, but I was kind of just trying to buy something and immediately join the fight. This here where, I'm trying to get a split push to go on through middle, support the minions through so we can just try to get someone away from the push down bottom. Unfortunately, though, my Pike teammate does some haphazard engage or something, leaving the Ahri exposed and easily killed. I go from behind, but I blunder into a bunch of CC and get absolutely destroyed. Unfortunately, though, that leads to my team getting wiped out. Or nearly wiped out. I think there's one survivor. So yeah, they kill everybody, then Pike, it makes, just kind of hangs around looking at, his teammates die. Thankfully, the Pantheon was able to get a couple kills, which is going to, prohibit them from taking too much of an advantage from this. And then Pike is just sort of trolling the enemy team, even though he probably just shouldn't waste this much time. So yeah, they chase him, they hit him a couple times, and eventually teammates or whatever teleport, jump in or whatever, and we turn it around and kill ourselves a few people. I go right after the Jarvan. And it's kind of a bad situation here because I ulted just as Vel'Koz shot his knock-up, which ended up, removing me from my ultimate and getting me killed. Although I probably would have died anyways because I was way over my head on that one. Anyways, my teammates give chase, the hourglasses come into play, and Zillion ultimate comes into play, which Ahri decides to pop, giving Jarvan much more health than he would have if he just ignored it. And now we're forced into a retreat yet again. However, though, it's very obvious the enemy team is not able to make any sort of leeway. I would mostly just kind of put it up to them not being coordinated and having some extremely weak teammates right now. And I wouldn't even say that they're bad, because I don't want to say that Jarvan is bad. It's just I spanked him hard in the early game. And put him in, just buried him. He was essentially not even a champion here. How unfortunately, though, here we play everything wrong. I should have just kind of, waited for my other teammates to join the fray. Instead, I went in way too early, got myself killed, and the rest of my team, they do get some kills, get wiped, nearly wiped out. We end up, succeeding here to having, the majority of the kills. But, it could have been a lot cleaner. That was our fight to lose, and we kind of lost it. We could have, sorry. We could have won that a lot more cleaner and just sort of ended the game, but we messed around. Still, though, we have a disgusting advantage. 4 dragons, definitely way more kills. The Baron is sort of ripe for the taking. Unfortunately, though, one of our heaviest hitter died. And having so much power focused on one champion is always a bad thing. We are able to kill, I believe, the Vel'Koz here for basically low effort. And then Zillion too, and we had the sort of the Baron advantage, but we approached this really poorly. I get knocked up before I'm able to fully unleash myself, and I get TC'd and beaten down to death by Nasus and the Ezreal. which then leads to the complete collapse here, and it's unfortunately their Baron. So, yeah. I may have been a god in the early game, but right now I'm kind of making a lot of bad plays, mostly because, and I hate to say this, it just kind of feels iffy where you can't trust all your teammates to do things, so you're trying to make stuff happen when it needs to happen, and either some of them are too late to the queues, or not everyone is on board, and everybody needed to be on board for it to succeed. Fortunately for us and our blundering, the enemy team just has a huge blunder here, where they fight us in the position where they're at a huge disadvantage, allowing the Pantheon to just basically collapse on them, grab the Ezreal, and I followed up with an ultimate, and killing him off. He's their most important character, because Nasus can easily be controlled, and we're not really that easy to kill either. So, as a result of that, they have pretty much collapsed. And then our Pike just kind of dies because that's what he needs to do this game. I catch the Vel'Koz, finish him off, and with that, the game is sealed and done. Finally. It was honestly a pretty great game, except, you know, all our blunders in the mid-game. But thankfully, we won, and it's over, and so yeah, hooray for Warwick.